So my main issues with UBI is the consequences that it would bring. Yeah. I think that as a concept or as an idea, it actually sounds very good. And I'm sure most of you guys who are watching it probably do agree with me that the idea of it sounds good, especially if you're a lazy person. If you're a lazy person, if you hate your job, your office job, of course you think that this idea sounds good because you would be essentially paid to exist and you'd be finally able to enjoy life in a meaningful way, you know? And yes, I do agree with that. I agree with most of that. Even though I don't think people really understand how the society would look like, how a UBI society would look like. But yeah, I think that the consequences that a UBI society brings, I think they are really serious, and people should think about that, because when we talk about UBI, we don't think, at least I don't think, that it's just going to have 100,000 people under that program. It's not going to be that like impossible. If 5 years from now, if robots and artificial intelligence systems, if they start stealing jobs, we're not going to talk about 10,000 or 100,000 people, 100,000 unemployable people. We're not talking about that. We're talking about millions. We're talking about millions upon millions of people who cannot find a job, who don't have the qualifications, who don't have the skills to find a job, because artificial intelligence systems and robots have stolen almost every job. So I'm talking about UBI in a global scale, or even just like in a country. We're gonna have a country like the US where a lot of people, like millions of people, wouldn't have jobs. So I'm talking about that scenario. So what are the consequences that I'm talking about? The first consequence is the erasure of upward class mobility. I think that would be erased. We would have basically a society of two classes: the unemployable and the people that already have jobs. So I think we would have these two: people that can find jobs on one side, or at the bottom of society, you could say that, and the people who have jobs on the other side, or on top of society. And why do I think this is a bad thing? Well, there are several issues with that. But first of all, how much are they going to give us? The people that are in the top. Because right now, the rich, they need us. The rich, they need us, because we are the ones that are creating a lot of their wealth. We are the ones that are buying. We are the ones that are doing a lot of the dirty work that none of them wants to do. And they need us. If they don't have us, they're gone. At least a lot of them. Of course, there's also a lot that don't need, because in this modern age, money sometimes just speculation, and just conversations between rich people. But a lot of them, they need us. We have some leverage, but in the future, in a society where on one side we have the unemployable and the other side we have the employable, they will see us as people that don't create any value, that don't bring anything, that just use the resources that they create. So how much are they going to give us? They are going to give us enough, only enough, only the amount that can make us shut up and be obedient. And there's that, you know. And in this society, we won't be able to really do much to you know, to be against that, because I'm sure there will be a lot of people who are going to be like, oh, you know, we cannot find a job, and they are the ones who brought us this amazing AI and robotic systems. So we should be grateful that they even give us the possibility of living. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of people like that, you know. And we could even call these people that still have jobs, we can call them overlords, you know. And yeah, I think this is one of the main issues for me, that we will be ruled by the people that, you know, control the systems, the people that are in control of AI, the people that are in control of the robots. They are probably going to be the same people who are going to be in the government and are going to be in control of society in general. And yeah, we just won't have enough. And the other issue is, how much are they really going to give us? I already touched on this. Like, what are we going to be able to do with that money? Are we going to be able to have like meaningful lives, you know, with that money? Are we going to be able to buy a house? Are we going to be able to you know, afford trips, afford the things that we really need? This is my main issue. Are we really, do you think that with the universal basic income, how much are you going to get? Are you going to get for example, the minimum wage? I don't know. If they, because in a lot of countries you have minimum wage that doesn't allow you to live. Like, you cannot live a proper life with minimum wage. Like, you can barely survive, especially with the housing crisis right now. You can barely afford to you know, to live. And this is my second issue. And my third and final issue with universal basic income. I mean, I actually don't have a third issue. Yeah, these are my main issues. Of course, that I think that they bring a lot more issues with it, but right now I don't have them in my mind, and I'm not gonna extend the video to think about them. But yeah, these are my two main issues with universal basic income. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about it, because I think that in this world that will need UBI, we really can't allow the people that, you know, that have created these AI systems, that they rule us like some sort of overlords, because I think that they are going to be the ones who, with the jobs, they are going to be the ones receiving wealth. And yeah, but yeah, thoughts.